What's it called that? You go into journal and it says wallpaper.
Okay.
Okay.
I am Mrs. Wendy Pulkrabek, and this is my third grade class, and we are learning about summaries. And we're going to be studying about the problem part of the summary. The Common Core standard is reading standards for informational text, key ideas and details, and answers questions and demonstrates understandings of text, referring explicitly to the text as the basis for the answer. The objective for today is the student will be able to distinguish the problem of the story 1 out of 1 times. I will be reading the story, The Super Parakeet Moon, by Kelly Hashway. Seth dropped his backpack on the kitchen table and headed straight for the refrigerator. He needed a good snack if he was going to stay up late to watch the Super Parakeet Moon. Not that he really cared about the moon, but Mr. Andrews had assigned a project due tomorrow. Seth still couldn't believe Mr. Andrews expected him to do all of that work in one night. Okay, what kind of mood is Seth in at the beginning of the story? Can you answer that question?
He's not too good. He's a bad mood.
Bad mood about it. Okay. Then it's hungry? Mom asked. Seth shrugged. Not really, but I have to fuel up. Mr. Andrews is making me watch the moon tonight and write up information on it. Oh, that's right. Tonight is a Super Parakeet Moon, Mom smiled. What a fun assignment. Fun? Was she crazy? I don't think staying up late to stare at a moon and write down my observations sounds like fun at all. Mom laughed. You just wait. I bet you'll enjoy it more than you think you will. How was Mom react? She was excited. Yep. Mom laughed. You just wait. I bet you'll enjoy it more than you think you will. Seth doubted it. Mr. Andrews told the class that the Super Parakeet Moon occurs when the full or new moon is closest to the Earth on its elliptical orbit. They had spent the entire class talking about orbits and how big the moon usually looks. Seth didn't see why this was such a big deal, so the moon looked a little bigger and brighter than usual. When the sun set, Seth walked out on the deck. That's weird, he said to his dad, who decided to watch the moon with him. It's so bright out here. The Super Parakeet Moon is about 30% brighter than the regular moon, Dad said. When I was younger, Grandpa used to study astronomy. He taught me all about space. The Super Parakeet Moon was always one of my favorite things to look at. You don't even need a telescope. So who stayed outside with Seth?
Dad.
Seth scoffed at the moon. Not only was it bright, it was huge, bigger than any full moon he'd ever seen. It's gigantic, about 14% larger than usual, Dad said. Seth opened the notebook he brought outside and started jotting down information his dad had told him. Think I should take pictures of the assignment? Do you guys think you should take pictures of the assignment? And why not? As his dad says, I bet it would get you some extra credit. And I'd kind of like to have pictures to remember this. It's pretty cool. So I take it you're not too upset that you have to do this assignment after all? Dad said. Seth continued to stare in awe at the enormous Parakeet Moon. I think it's the best assignment we've had all year. What did Seth think of the moon after he saw it? Can you support your answer? Can you find it in there where you thought? Very good. And we've already discussed this book or this story, and we've come up that the introduction of the story is that the main character in the story, Super Parakeet Moon by Kelly Hashway, the main character, Seth, needs to complete his homework. But now we need to figure out what's the plot in the story. What's the problem that makes in the story? So I want you three to talk about it between yourselves and think if you can come up with what the butt in the story would be.
He didn't want to do that. He thought it was too much work to do in one night, and he couldn't figure out why they had to do that. And Dad was guiding him and telling you that.
So we think of a way to say this in a short amount of time. So the but would be, but
He was upset, but then later on he liked it.
we just need the but part. The he liked it later is the so part,
He
which we
was
would discuss in the
upset
next class.
to do that homework all in one night.
That would be good. Okay, so, but he was,
Or Seth was.
yeah, probably would be a good way to put it. Seth was upset
To,
have
to,
do, would you say this extra work, or how would you want to put that?
the assignment.
The assignment. The
Okay.
assignment to the day.
Okay, now I need you to write that down in your graphic organizer. I think it screws at the end.
Get it screwed up.
And would you be able to support your answers on this as to why it was? Why do you think that's the reply? His attitude.
He said he really didn't care about someone.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
He didn't say about the money. He was very upset because of the assignment.
Well, very good. I think we've got this much, and now we have just one little story for you to read, and we will have a short quiz on the iPad for that at the end of it. Okay, so now get on your iPads and we will finish the quiz that's on it. The question it will be asking is, what is the problem of the story The Vampire Made a Friend? A witch on a broomstick crashes through his window. B, there was a friendly vampire. C, the vampire had no friends and he couldn't go out in the daylight and people were more afraid of him at night. Or D, the witch and the vampire decided to become friends.
And that was the problem? We're talking about.
Yep, we're trying to find the problem of the story, the but part of the story. Did everybody have that done? Okay. Today, we went over the short story Super Pair of the Moon by Kelly Hashaway, and we reviewed the introduction, and we practiced finding the problem of the story. Next time, we will work on identifying the so part of the story. And thank you very much.
Did you record it?
Yep. I hope so.
Better check.
Yeah, better check.
You need to do that.